Welcome back into Weekend Joe, driven by Munganass St. Louis Acura, Munganass Alton Toyota here on ClaibsOnline.com. If you're watching the video version of it, you see right there my next guest here on the show from Jupiter, Florida. He is Polo Ascencio, the Cardinals' Spanish play-by-play announcer on 880 La Tremenda. Polo, you're back for your seventh season. Is that what I saw in the press release?
That's what it is. 7.
How
We
have
started it. We started it September 2016. Now we are in March of 2022. So yeah, 7 years now, man. It's been a hell of a ride, you saw the release and everybody else did, and happy to announce that I've signed a multi-year contract to stay with the Cardinals. So
I missed that part of it. Did you
yeah.
really?
Yeah. The release didn't say that, so I'm telling you and everybody who's watching that I signed a multi-year contract to stay here for a few years. So, yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm happy, and like you said, I'm here in Jupiter. We've been here for almost a week now. I basically I was the big news of camp for about 5 minutes, and then a different guy with similar head shape and hairdo decided to come back. So yeah, man, it's been really, really. And I'm not talking about Claiborne. I'm talking about Albert Pujols, of course.
Polo, man, I am very, very happy for you because I know that you and I have talked a lot about your future quite a bit over the past few years, and to know that you're going to be here for a few years makes me extremely happy for you and your family too. That you know that you have a home here for the next few years. So congratulations
Thank you, Joe.
on that. I had no idea. Let's get into the big news. I mean, you get there, you get down to spring training, and Albert shows up. 7 years of doing this. Did you ever think that you would get to see Albert Pujols in a Cardinal uniform?
I thought that the next time we were going to see Albert Pujols, last year, 2 years ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago, I thought, okay, it's going to be pretty cool when Albert comes back and he's inducted into the Cardinals Hall of Fame. He gets his red jacket. When he gets inducted into Cooperstown, hopefully with the Cardinals hat. That's what I thought, And then he comes back with the Angels, amazing weekend. Then with the Dodgers, great weekend. But I think what we are going to experience September 7th, April 7th, not September 7th, April 7th, it's going to be perhaps even bigger than when you present players with the rings in the World Championship. Nothing compares with the ecstasy and the happiness of winning the World Series. When you present the trophy and the rings, yes, it's exciting, but it's already the next season. So I don't think myself, I have not seen a rocking Cardinal Nation Busch Stadium filled on opening day like the one we're going to see, next Thursday. Excuse me. I can tell you that Albert is really excited. We're not doing any games from Jupiter, but we're doing some interviews that you can catch on Cardenales Instagram and Twitter, Facebook. And today I had a chance to talk to Albert Pujols and then Yadi Molina, the two guys that everybody's talking about, along with Wainwright, because everybody's talking about this could be their last dance together. And Albert's excited. He's happy to be here. He wanted to be here. He had a chance to go other places, and he just waited and waited and waited. And when the call came, he answered the phone and he said, "Let's go." And he is here. He's happy. He's excited. He's already taking at bats in official spring training games. And today he took about 6 or 7 at bats in the backfields where the Cardinals are playing the Marlins, in minor league games. And Yadi also, he took a couple of hacks out there, and both of them, they look good. Their timing looks good. And Yadi, he hit a home run just the other day. Albert, we're waiting for that home run and for him to explode. But hey, if he doesn't hit a home run in spring training, it's fine. As long as he hits, let's say, about 21, during the season.
21 would put him at that 700 mark. We
That's
know
it.
that Polo, you are basically the fourth Molina brother. You're
You know, with Albert in camp, I might be demoted to the fifth.
So I mean, how with all the years that you have worked with Benji and all the times that you hung out with the Molina family, I can't imagine how many Pujols stories have been told. And what was it like actually, interviewing him as a Cardinal the other day, just kind of almost knowing the guy from years of being with the
Oh,
Molinas.
you know, um, I listening to stories and hearing, Yadi talk about Albert. By the way, leading camp right now. He's over there. Um, and now having him in camp, yes, I think of all the stories that I've heard, but I cannot wait for the new ones. For the new ones, for everybody in St. Louis, for myself included. And like I said, I put the number on 21 home runs. Well, if he does hit 21, I hope the number 21 comes at home. And now I'm being a little selfish because I want to call that 700 number. I could stay quiet. I could just stay quiet and let the crowd tell you what's going on. But it's just the possibilities of all those stories and all those moments. It's just exciting. Again, like I said, I've heard many, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hear even more now. But cannot wait to tell my own. Tell people like I was there when this happened. I was there when he did this. I was there when that happened. So I mean, whatever it is, it's exciting, Joe, and you know it. I mean, you've been in St. Louis a lot longer than I have, and Cardinal Nation they love this guy, and like he told me today, like I'm not here to have a farewell tour. I'm not here to be, you know, part of Yadier Molina's farewell tour. I am here to win, and Yadi wants to win, and Wainwright wants to win, and Oliver Marmol wants to win. So we are here not to get a gift every place we go, but we are here to win every place we go, and I like that.
We do. We know how excited Wainwright and Yadi are to have Albert back. They've played with him before. They've won World Series with Albert before.
Mm-hmm.
The other cool stories that we're going to get are all of the guys who are teammates with Albert for the first time.
Oh,
Who
you don't even
right?
know, Joe, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but um, during the when the moment happened, right after Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, that's when the tweets came out. Right, it started with first Katie Wu sent out from the Athletic sent down, hey, this is happening, or they're getting close, or there's a lot of interest. Then later that night, Derek Gould said, hey, it's happening. This is the deal, 1 year deal, and then we heard the money and everything. So between the slap and and the next night or the next morning, I got a few messages from a couple of the players here in camp asking me, "Is this real? Is this really happening?" I'm like, "Look, I don't know if it's real. I see the same thing that you see, but it looks like it's pretty real." With Katie talking about it early today, and then Derek Gould pretty much putting the nail in the coffin. I mean, the excitement was there, and Joe, seriously, the excitement is here. It's real. And when I talk about the players being excited, I'm not just talking about hitters or people that are gonna learn a lot from Albert's hitting and talking to them, but the pitchers, the coaches, everybody. It's excited because of him and because of him being back, and because they know he can really help this team. The bench this next season is going to be a really good one. When I say the bench, I'm talking about players that can come in late in the game or whatever. I'm not trying to diminish anybody because when you're a big leaguer, you're a big leaguer no matter what. It's going to be a good one. Now the other managers are going to be thinking, I'm going to be saying, oh well, who's there? Oh man, Albert's there. Or Corey Dickerson's there, or Blue Bar, or Sosa, whoever is. Those guys have experience, so it's going to be a little different. And that's what bringing somebody like that to your clubhouse and to your team does. Changes everything. Even if you don't play, even if he doesn't play, it changes everything.
And this is I know in the 2020 season we had the universal DH for that whole year, and we really weren't expecting that going into spring training. But this year we knew that the DH was coming, and we know that it's here for every team, every game. And yeah, that's you're going to see a little bit of that rotation again this year. You see a team that's built to have, I guess two DHs. Corey Dickerson's going to get some time in the outfield, but that rotation of guys that we're going to see all over the place.
Yeah.
It's going to give Marmol a lot of different options day in and day out. And we're not even talking just the DH. I mean, Edmundo Sosa definitely earned a spot or earned playing time with his performance last year. We're going to see him probably worked in at second base a little bit here and there. But this is a team that, yeah, you could kind of figure out who the top 9 or 10 guys are, but it really does go a lot deeper than that.
It does. It does. And you said it, with Sosa playing second, playing short. I mean, we don't know who the other guys are. We're gonna know pretty soon, but there's a few guys here in camp. Uh, I saw him walk in here and I forgot his name already. Brandon
Yeah.
Donovan, I
Yep.
believe. That kid, he's open eyes. He's opening eyes, and you hear it, and when you hear from people that are not even in camp, you're like, okay, I need to see it to believe it, right? And you hear Juan Yepes, and you hear again Donovan, and you hear other guys. Okay, all right, well, I can hear this guy say it or that guy say it, but then when you see it, you're like, okay, now I don't need to believe what Joe's telling me or anybody else. I see it, and that guy can play. Yesterday he made some really good plays at third base. He has had a really good at bats. Sosa the same, really good plays, really good at bats. The young, I'm not saying that he's feeling some pressure, but we know what happened to Paul last season. And this spring, he looks a little different. He is killing the ball. He hit a couple home runs already. The other day, he hit one against the Nationals. The ball almost left the park. That's how hard he hit it, and he's looking good. So the competition is going to be fierce. The guys are ready, and like I said, everybody's excited. And we have not even talked about the new manager. That's how it's exciting this team can be.
And the transition was very, smooth, going from the unexpected release of Mike Schilt going right to Ali Marmol. All the players seem to be comfortable with him. Adding a veteran like Albert Pujols and having it be the swan song for Wainwright and Yadi, is there more pressure on on Marmol to be successful this year? Has he put pressure on himself, saying that he's there to win a championship? What do you think?
The way he walks has not changed. The way he talks has not changed. The way he smiles, the same beautiful smile. The guy is loose. He knows that there's guys perhaps in their last season, but at the end he knows there's 25 other guys in that club. I don't think, in the way I see it, he's not managing for those guys. He's managing for everybody, and that's what it is. That's the beauty of this. He is not letting that, let's say, distraction keep him away from what he has to do. Like, at the end, the team needs to win for everybody to be happy. The team needs to win for him to solidify himself as a big league manager. And I believe he is. And the other thing, very important also, Joe, and I think this is going to be key, the addition of Skip Schumacher. Those two guys, they go everywhere. Like Skip and Oliver, they go everywhere together. They ride the same car, they walk the same path. So they are getting to know each other. I'm pretty sure they know each other from baseball and perhaps here in the Cardinals. But they are getting to know each other, and that's good. That's good. You see those two guys gluing during the spring training, gluing together, and I think that's going to help the team. And Oliver understands and he knows, but at the same time, we all know this is more than one, two, or three players. This is the Cardinals, and greatness is expected.
The bullpen, the pitching as a whole is probably the biggest question mark going into this season. I know that you're pretty you got some insight into that bullpen with a few of the guys in there. How does that shape up for you in your eyes?
The bullpen, I think, even with Alex Reyes going down, it's gonna be tough. I saw Jordan Hicks pitch a couple of times here, and the guy, if you treat him right, the guy's coming, surgeries, injuries, but he is going to be a key piece in this. Giovanni Gallegos, he is looking nasty. El Gio is looking nasty. Genesis Cabrera, the same. Those guys, you don't need to worry about those guys. Now let's see who else is going to be with them. There's a few guys in camp. There's a couple of guys they signed. There's this kid at Brooks that they got. So there's a few guys that perhaps are still fighting for maybe one spot. But I see the bullpen really, really good. And the rotation, yes, with Wainwright, with Matt, Michael is looking really nice. Dakota Hudson looking good, but let's not forget Dakota's coming from injury, and Jack Flaherty. That's the big wild card. When are we going to see him, and what are we going to see from Jack? I believe that if Jack is healthy, and everybody knows this, I'm not putting cold water and warm and hot water together, and then all of a sudden discovering or creating warm water. No, warm water is there, and we all know like warm water is there and exists. We all know that Jack has the talent, and it's real. It's just a matter of keeping him healthy and help this rotation. I mean, there's that like you said, that could be the question mark for this team. But if you look around, there's a lot of that the same question mark in a lot of teams. We don't care about other teams. We care about the Cardinals. But at the end, I believe that the right decisions are going to be made, and this team is going to is going to break camp the best possible way for to start the season.
Now, Polo, the last few weeks here on the show, I've had multiple media members on to talk about the Cardinals, but I had to save you until this week. I saved you until this week because this weekend is also WrestleMania weekend,
Yes,
and we know that you are a luchador in training when you're not calling the games
I am.
for the Cardinals.
I am. My
Uh,
name is El Gran Pelon, which means big baldy. El Gran Pelon. That's my name.
So, hey, where are you going to be watching WrestleMania on Saturday and Sunday?
With my son, with my daughter, my wife at home,
Oh, you're going back.
perhaps.
You're going back to LA
Oh
before you
yeah,
come here.
yeah,
Oh,
oh
okay.
yeah, yeah. I'm going back. I mean, I again, rookie mistake. This is my second spring training because last two I wasn't here. There was no reason. There was no real access. Dímelo. As the guys todo bien, as the guys are walking in and waving and saying, that's the beauty about this, Joe. Like, guys come in, they say hi to you, and it's a loose bunch, man. But yeah. I'm going home. I didn't plan it accordingly, but I'm glad I'm going home because that's, as you know, you met my family. We are a wrestling family, and we enjoy watching wrestling events together. So it's gonna be another 2 days wrestling, 2 days of having fun, and mira, Marciano, weekend with Joe. What's up, guys?
What's going on, Yadi? You're on Mike
What?
Claiborne's website. Tell him he's on
Oh,
Claves'
you're.
website. He'll talk more
Oh,
then. Yeah.
well, I have my headphones on. He doesn't understand what you're
Oh, okay.
saying.
Tell him I work for
But hey, but
Claves.
hey, but but
Tell him I
Yadi
work for
likes.
Claves, and yeah, he loves
No,
Claves.
Yadi likes wrestling too, man. He's a big fan of
Who's
wrestling.
so who's ask Yadi who he has between Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar.
We don't have time for that. but but yeah, no, we're gonna watch it from home. We're gonna cook at home and watch it from home, and then get ready for opening day by watching WrestleMania.
So who do you
That's pretty
have
cool.
then? Who do you have between Brock and Roman then? Who's going home with the belt on Sunday, Polo?
I think Roman Reigns.
That's who I'm going with too.
Yeah, Roman Reigns, because
Yeah.
Brock, we all know who Brock is, and we all know what he does. And God bless him. He makes his money and he works as little as he can. But I think what's best for business is Roman Reigns.
I
Then
think Roman wins.
next year in LA, The Rock comes back and he
Yes.
destroys Roman Reigns, and we're gonna be there. Hopefully next year. Hopefully next year I don't have to work, and we get to go to WrestleMania in LA.
We'll figure it out somehow. We'll figure it out how to go to WrestleMania next year around the Cardinals schedule, around all of this, and we'll make a week of it out there.
Yes.
But I really think The Rock shows up either Sunday or Monday. I think The Rock shows up in Dallas this at one of these events.
Roman Reigns is going to do something against the tribe or the family, and The Rock is going to come in and try to talk to him into coming back to the tribe or to the ways of the Samoan family, and then that's what is going to happen. That's what is going to start. It's going to be a year-long feud, and then boom, let's go.
Who does Seth Rollins? Who's his mystery opponent going to be?
Come on, I mean everybody's talking about the same thing. Cody Rhodes.
And now Shane. Now they're saying it could be Shane.
Nah, that'd be stupid. If it's Shane, that'd be stupid. I mean, I don't like the 2-day event, Joe. I don't. I think it waters the whole situation down. It just, I don't like the 2-day event. And
it's tough to decide which one you want to go to, because if you are planning, wrestling fans, the money that wrestling fans spend on stuff is just, it's ungodly. It's how insane. Much they are willing to spend at events like this. But if you don't have that kind of disposable income and you have to decide, okay, do I want to see Stone Cold on Saturday or do I want to see the main event on Sunday? Like that's a tough call to make.
Yeah, no, it's crazy. I mean, money goes everywhere. Meaning, 1 day or the 2 days, and then you have an extra night of hotel rooms, an extra day of eating and drinking. It's crazy, But if you look up crazy in the dictionary, you're gonna find a picture of a wrestling fan.
Yeah,
because we're crazy. We like that stuff. But whatever it is, it's gonna be WrestleMania. Should be a lot of fun. And I just hope both nights have a good show.
Absolutely, Polo. And next year we'll have your place to stay at in LA, in the LA area for WrestleMania, so we don't have to worry about any of those hotels. So we'll be good to go for that. All right. It sounds like you got a lot going on at your table, so I'm going to let you go and get back. Are you going to jump on any of the broadcasts this week? Any of the TV or radio? I know you said 880's not doing anything. Are you making any pop-ins on any of the English broadcasts?
I don't know. I'm going to talk to Benny Boyd, and perhaps that'll be a good idea. Maybe tonight, because I go back home tomorrow, and then April 7th, Joe. April 7th. We are looking forward to it. We really are. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be about 50, 55. So you can wear a jacket if you want. If not, just wear a nice little sweater. And it's tiempo de volar con los Cardenales. Don't forget, 81 home games. La Tremenda, your boy Polo Ascencio, my boy Benji Molina. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can't wait to see you again next Thursday, Polo. We will talk then, and look forward to another great season of you on the broadcast. That is Polo Ascencio here with us on Weekend Joe.
St. Louis Acura is the only Acura dealer in the nation to win the Precision Team Award for 30 years. How do we do it? By making you, our customers, our #1 priority. As others increase their fees and take advantage of limited inventory, we keep our prices low because we remain committed to becoming better than ever and treating you as we want to be treated. We want you coming back and sending your friends and family to a veteran-owned, family-based business you can trust. St. Louis Acura, better than ever for you.